Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
So that was a rough start, but it gives you a pretty good idea of how frustrating it can be trying to accomplish some of the tutorials that I'm looking at. I'm definitely not jumping in and succeeding right away by any means. And I want to share some of that process with you so that you too can be inspired to try if you want to, because I find that for me, sometimes the hardest part of the trying is coming to grips with the fact that I know I'm going to fail. And if I can be okay with that and I can try anyway, then maybe I can actually succeed. Who knows? What I'd like to focus on now is more of a Zen watercolor exercise that just basically involves mixing the colors in water on the page, just giving yourself permission to play around with the colors, just to get familiar with how they look and interact with each other, and even just to not meditate exactly, but there's a clearing of the mind that can happen when you're just focusing on how the different colors interact with each other in the water. And I would like to bring some of that calm to you if you also find that you need that in your life. I am a bit of a perfectionist, so being zen about watercolor painting is not necessarily easy for me. Letting go and just letting things be how they're going to be and not worry about the perfection of the end result necessarily. It seems to be kind of an integral part of the process because it's going to take time to learn how to control watercolor, if you can control it at all. That's kind of the neat part about it. I've watched these tutorials, and I've even watched people do tutorials and paint the same thing multiple times, and even when they're attempting to paint it exactly the same way, the different aspects of their paints, the water, the paper, etc., the medium itself is in the realm of chaos theory, because it's not going to turn out exactly the same way twice. That brings me to this. This is one of the only things I can get zen about. Now, there's a couple different ways to do this. I'm pretty bad for watching a tutorial once or twice and then just trying it, or watching it and pausing it frame by frame to try and do it exactly the way that they did it. There's really no in between for me. Okay, so let's take some of our yellow. You know what? Let's put that in the middle. Let's make it the catalyst for some other colors. All right, fill it with lots of sunny yellow. See, there I go, fixing it. I can't seem to help myself. All right, so there's the yellow, and here's something interesting that can happen with watercolor. Do a little demonstration. So if you have some paint there and you put a little drop of water in it, okay, let's get a little bit more, and drop the water, and you get what's called a bloom. So you see how the paint's kind of slowly spreading away from the center. I don't know if you can see it very well in this light. I will go ahead and I'll paint another square and show you with a darker color what it looks like. This is just another one of those reasons why, love that, the way it just explodes through the water. Okay, so there we have some really vibrant blue. I'm gonna wash off our brush and get some clean water, and then just see how it sort of just moved away from the water. I don't know why I make the sound effects. Don't question it. It's the sound effects are necessary. All right, so let's grab this kind of orangey red. Put that through there. Let's do our little water droplet bloom. See how it just it weirdly sort of mixes it, but also separates it at the same time. It's another reason why I love the watercolor so much. It's just so weird. It has such a mind of its own. And a little explosion there. All right, what's next? Maybe a different blue? Let's try a different blue, and then maybe it'll be cool with the orangey look. It's a little greener there. Not enough water. A little bit more water. So you really want to get that saturation. Okay. Drop of water in there. You don't have to do that for them, but it's just kind of another way to experiment that I enjoy. So let's go blue into red. We'll probably get like a weird browny purple there. And then we'll go yellow into blue. Let's see if we can get a close-up. All right, apologies for the light bouncing off. But it's basically what I'm talking about. Sorry about the light bouncing off on that angle. But the way that they mix, I don't know, there's just something really endearing and calming about it. So that in a nutshell is basically my first vlog on this subject. I don't know if I'm going to pursue different crafts or endeavors or things that I've wanted to try. I mean, there's a lot of things that I've always wanted to start, and I know it scares me how much time I've wasted in my life not trying what I've wanted to try. So I guess my hope with this is that I'll not only overcome some of those fears for myself, but also while documenting that, help a few other people. Thank you for joining me. My name is Kelly, and it was lovely to meet you.